Headlines today. The National Security Agency, the NSA, is building the US's biggest spy center to sift through literally all electronic communications all over the world, including those made by American citizens. The $2 billion Utah-based facility that can process yottabytes or a quadrillion gigabytes of data is designed to, quote, intercept, decipher, analyze and store vast swaths of the world's communications as they zap down from satellites and zip through the underground and undersea cables of international, foreign and domestic networks. The spy center intercepts communication signals through dumb home appliances such as refrigerators, ovens and lighting systems which are connected to the internet. Let's discuss this now with Gordon Duff, the Ohio-based senior editor of Veterans Today. Mr. Duff, according to Wired.com, which blew the lid off the secret facility in a recent feature story, the facility is, quote, the most covert and potentially most intrusive intelligence agency ever. It'll basically monitor everything: phone calls, text messages, emails, parking tickets, public records, employment, taxes, power usage, utility records, bank accounts and almost anything else. Can you break it down for us then? What is happening and why does the US government need this very advanced espionage facility?
Well, the interesting part of this, of course, that Wired points out in their article is that this is entirely a secret facility. At a time when we're laying off police officers, when we're closing schools, cutting the pay of nurses and teachers, we get $2 billion to talk to our home appliances, learn how much butter people are eating. During the Bush administration, he tried to recruit 300,000 postmen, appliance repairmen, delivery boys to look in people's windows. This country's entered a period of insanity, of total mistrust of its own population. And the other issue, of course, I have is that with all of this equipment, all of this ability to scan all of the information in the world, it's all going to come down to one paragraph a day that'll land on the president's desk that he'll pick up for a second and simply throw away. There is no client for this information.
Well, Mr. Duff, with the signing of the National Defense Authorization Act and the Federal Restricted Buildings and Grounds Improvement Act, many progressive voices in the U.S. have been warning that America is becoming a police state. And now, does constructing this colossal espionage facility confirm that this is actually happening, in your view?
Well, the interesting thing about this act and several similar acts is that they were passed during an administration that had sworn increased openness and end to secrecy. President Obama, who I generally see as a person of reasonable discernment and judgment, is the last person on earth we would have expected this of. Those of us who are his progressive supporters, I am one, see this not only as a betrayal, it's an insane waste of resources.
So basically, when we are asking the question of why the American government needs this espionage facility, what's your response to that question? You're saying that you can't presume how the United States is going to use this amount of data. Why does it feel that it needs it, though?
Well, there was a move years ago, and this is an industry that I've worked in much of my life. I've worked in intelligence. We call this data mining. Where you use algorithms to develop patterns. But this is signals intelligence, and as far as the value of intelligence, signals intelligence is the least valuable. Human intelligence is worth 1,000 times more. So this $2 billion facility is going to be putting out almost useless information that will be gleaned by computer programs based on algorithms that will in actuality produce no useful information for anyone at all. The key issue in the U.S., I hate to tell you, is the placement of this facility in the state of Utah was done by what we call our government on the basis of it being a pork barrel. A powerful senator wanted billions of dollars on a useless facility spent in his area, and managed to push the bill through as as a payoff. This is more a symptom of corruption than anything else, because essentially telling the National Security Agency anything is a waste of time, because there really isn't anyone working there capable of discerning, sifting, understanding, or reacting.
Mr. Gordon Duff, Senior Editor of Veterans Today, joining us there on the line from Ohio. Thank you very much.